Hello everyone, this is Blasty and Doom here, and welcome back to another episode of People Playground. Now, in this episode, we'll be checking out yet another mod called, I believe the Syringe mod? Yeah, so it basically adds a ton of new syringes, and we'll be also testing them on some of the human tiers characters, like, the gods and stuff. And also, while we're on the subject of them, I would just like to say, Jesus Christ, why does the last People Playground video have so many views? I guess if you're new there, or new here, then please consider subscribing. This got, like, at the making of this video, I think it's got, like, roughly 200 views, which is a lot, so all I can say is thank you, I suppose. But anyway, enough with this intro, let's get straight into the mod. Okay, so we'll be playing on the hybrid map again today, just because why not? It's got plenty of stuff, everything I need, in case I need to do some other experiments unrelated to the syringes we'll be using today. So anyway, let's get this back, and I suppose we'll just get straight into this. So, we'll start with just our normal person. Hello, friend, how you going? Yeah, shake your hand. So, we need you to, just, hold tight in a moment while we get all these new syringes. Look at all of these. Okay, so first up we have blood syringe. Okay, so just like the blood vial but in a syringe. So for that test, I think you might just have to hold a little. Actually, no. We'll delete that. We'll actually use some medical equipment this time. Here it is. It's like, yeah, blood tank. So first we're just gonna have to drain some blood from our little friend here. So. And next up we get the blood vessel wire, and we'll just connect that into your upper thigh. Why not? Put it in here. Get back to here, and now the second thing we need to do, go into him and go inspect. There we go, now we can see his stuff here. So let me just grab out the blood syringe. So we're going to start pulling blood. So that should be pulling blood from him. You can see it start to go down here. And you can see his blood in here. So, not the best, or not the nicest. Oh my god, you need to stay. Okay, so that should be enough, that should be enough. Okay, it's pulling a lot of blood. Okay, just cut the rope. Okay, so we got our blood thing here. Oh, he has lost more blood, that's not great. So if we just, I don't know, stab him in the butt. Oh, yeah, get it in there. Yeah, there, and, oh, there we go. So, put the blood in, but he's still at 53 blood amount. Okay, little confusing, but just to make it easier for us, I'm going to pump all that blood back into you. Stay there, my guy. No, not drain, push. Okay, so he should start to gain some blood. Definitely not all his blood that he lost, since he lost a bit on the floor here, but should still give him a decent amount back, hopefully enough to stand, because I want to use him for the next test. Okay, so I did actually end up getting a different person because I didn't want to interfering with the test in any way. So, next up we have zombie cure syringe. So, stops the zombie virus from spreading in the body. Okay, so I suppose the first thing we need to do is get the zombie virus. Where is it? It's here. Okay, and we'll have this on standby. Okay, so now we just... Oh, that's a nasty place to be stabbed with a needle. Okay. That should be enough. Now, I'm guessing you're... Yup. Oh, yep, he's definitely turning. You can tell by the fact that his blood is... or his skin is changing tone. Okay, that's not great. I'm just gonna stab him with this. Okay, that's all gone in. And he's now just limp. Okay, so we've got our other friend here. Now, what I want to test is we'll get rid of this empty syringe, or in fact, both of these. So it looks like, yeah, I imagine it said it stops all of the spreading, but never said it reverted it. So I'm guessing that if we were to have them both, now in rapid succession go, stab, now stab before you become a zombie. Do you, okay, he's knocked out, do you stop becoming a zombie? By the looks of it, yes. Okay, so... And he's still alive, so, oh wait, part of him is not becoming as... part of him is becoming a zombie. Okay, we might just have to... Yoink! Okay. Yeah, that was definitely zombified. You didn't need that arm, did you? You didn't. Okay, now next up we have the Gorse blood syringe. Okay, so... You know what, we'll just use this zombie guy here. So stab him right in the noggin, pump all that blood in. It says, not recommended to inject. Okay. I mean, it doesn't seem to be having too much of an effect. Oh, wait, hang on. That doesn't look good on the skin. Oh! And he's dead. And his skin is melting off. Even part of his flesh. How are you still alive? Oh my god, okay, well, that's awful. And there goes your foot. You know what? Let's inject you with another one for good measure. Does it do anything? I mean, it melts you even more. Now you're really dead. Okay, well, oh, yup. He's not even staying together anymore. He's just falling apart. Okay, that's great. Well, that brings up a question. This is only a very tiny, small syringe. What if we had an entire gorse worth of gorse blood? Okay, should start pulling the blood of this gorse out. They're vile creatures, so no one's gonna miss it, I suppose. Let's just inspect it. Here we go. Yep, blood is decreasing. That's good. So I believe it should be equivalent to one whole thing of this. Okay, so I got our vat of gorse blood. That should be enough for our tests. Anyway, so let's get our other patient in. Okay, so you may be wondering why I've got this human here and a gun pointed to his head, and that's just so I can show you one thing. This isn't a normal human. I've gotten a regenerator here today to demonstrate some other stuff, because obviously this guy was enough to show that it kills people. Yeah, that's pretty obvious, it should do that. But what about a regenerator? What's its effects on something that regenerates? Okay, so immediate pain and shock by the patient. That should be normal, I suppose. Hang on, let's get inspect on here. Yeah, his blood pressure and blood amount is increasing from what I can see. Shock is rather low, surprisingly. And he just... yeah, that's a lot of gorse blood. That should have killed him by now if it was a normal person. Yeah, and he's getting acid damage in there, but no other effects. Oh! Too much gorse blood, and it kills him. Okay, now we've entered the strange state of a regenerator without its head. It wants to keep on living, but it can't. The regenerate. If you saw my last video, you know that with these regenerating beings, their head is the source of their power and regeneration. So you can blow off all other limbs, like completely detach them, and as long as the head will just continue regenerating itself. In fact, it will just start bouncing around on its own. But if you remove the head first and leave the rest of the body enters like a state of, like, I don't know what to call it. Seizure? Because it moves around a bit, but all vital signs say that it is completely 100% dead. Okay, and here we have oil syringe, not the kind that makes you float, just heavier than water oil. Okay, so I'm assuming that we need water to test, so let's go there now. Okay, we have our test subject here. He's trying to flee to the water. No, please stay on land for this test currently. Now, I am going to get our oil syringe, and as I said, please stay in land, or out of the water. Now, we're just gonna have to inject you with this. Does it kill him? Oh, it kills him, okay. So he is dead. Now, I wanted to test. It said heavier than water oil. Does this make him sink? I mean, he's dead anyway, so he would sink. Oh, no! It just kills him. Okay. So far, nothing has been really interesting or unique about these things. They either just kill people or solve an issue that's already in. But now we have the invincibility syringe. Is this another solution to, you know, making people regenerating or invincible, I suppose? So, if I shoot you now, do you just regenerate, or are you fine with it? Do you retain your consciousness? He's on the brink of death. At least that's what the vital signs say. Next up, we have the temperature immunity syringe. Okay, so I'm guessing that if we just stab this dude with the temperature immunity syringe, he won't care if we, I don't know, drop him in lava. Let's test. Okay, do you feel anything if I do this? Oh, he still burns. He's still on fire, but are you immune to fire now? He doesn't seem to care too much. The only limb that's kind of in a dead state is the one that was directly in the lava, but that's fine, I understand that. But he seems to be fire resistant to some degree. Okay, interesting. But we've learned all we need to know now. Goodbye. Next up we have the exotic liquid syringe. I don't know, it was added in 1.19.1, don't know what it does. Okay, so here we go, we have that. So let's grab, also, as you can see, whoa, what did that just do? The human tears got an update. Now there's some new people added, so we're gonna have to check them out. But before we do that, I am tempted to see what this does. So let's just inject him with that. Oh, that goes in quickly. What do you do, my friend? It seems to have just he's just taken it. That's great. Here, we'll give him another one. Here you go, my friend. He's completely fine. That's great. Here we have another one that was added in. That's description says that it was added in the latest update. Doesn't know what it does. So let's stab you with it. What do you do? Seems to be glowing. Oh, and he fell over. Is that radioactive? Did we just make him radioactive? Yeah, hang on. The one way to test that, can you make other humans radioactive? Here, if you just touch this person, yeah, just stamp on their head. That's a cool kick, I suppose. Yeah, kick him in the jaw. You gave them a broken jaw, but you didn't do anything else. Okay. Are you invincible? Because if not, this is gonna hurt. No, I hate to break it to you guys, but neither of them were invincible. Ah, well, that was a waste of ammo then. Next up, we have the amputation syringe. Okay, we stab this man with it. Oh! And it did what it said. Oh my god. It plucks their body pieces out. Ooh, this might be able to be used on the gods. Okay, enemy of humanity, please be nice for 5 minutes. I just need to test if this works on you. It does. It does indeed. Oh, and now he's hopping around. Like I said, the regenerators did. Okay, that's not great. Stand still while I grab your head. Oh, that's not your head. Give me your head. There we go. We have the enemy of humanity's head. Let's go. And now we've just got his head on a spike. Okay, well, that's gruesome, I suppose. But hey, at least we found another thing to kill regenerators. Okay, fine. I guess I've teased you guys long enough. Here, let's test out the new other modified humans. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put them in the title, so I suppose, or maybe even in the thumbnail. We'll see. So what do you do if you touch him? It says for his description, experimental model bites and infects others. So if you nom. What does he do? You look like you've got the zombie effect on you. Do you infect this? Do you infect others with zombie by biting them? It looks like he does, and his entire face is a zombie. Oh, yes, he does. Okay, that's cool. So it's another version of the replicator, which infects other humans on touch. This guy actually has to bite them. So that makes it cool. I like this guy. I really do. Okay, I suppose I've teased you all long enough with the new god. So here we go. We have the Sightless. Tier 7. Causes transformation into a creature of the void by hitting with his hand. Activate hand to switch ability. Below that it says, I got him out of the void. Now we'll all be free, right? I don't think so, whoever said that. So here we go, the Sightless. He just black and white, that's fine. So let's get you know what, we'll get this as well. Chuck another person in here, so touch him with your hand. Oh, they become like you! Oh, that's cool. Do they have any special abilities by doing that? Here, I'm just gonna... Hope you don't mind me shooting one of your friends here. Oh, they become a more resistant dude. Oh, and he's scared of guns. Are you resistant to guns? Yes! Okay, so Regenerator ability. Well, I mean, I should expect it from a tier 7, I suppose. So let's test you out with some new people. And you said that if I press activating your hand, it should change ability. So Let's see what that ability does on another person. Oh, it erases them. So, one of your abilities is mercy, and the other one is erasing. Okay, is there another ability you have, or... No, just those two, so... You can erase the unworthy. Good to know. Anyway, on to the next syringe, where I'm still going to keep this guy around, because why not? He seems kind of cool, and he deserves it. Or he can just hang out on the floor. Okay, get up, bud. Yep, there you go. No, on your feet. On your... He's a bit clumsy. Okay, there we go. He's not used to gravity. In the void, there isn't much of that, so... Next up, we have the pain syringe. Okay, this is evil. This is just evil. This is just pure evil. Okay, if we do this... Let's stab him with this. Yeah, this is just awful. I'm assuming he's just having a bad time from this. He doesn't seem to be, like, you know, in too much shock or anything. He's just falling. He's just in general having a bad time. I'm sorry, my guy. Sorry I did that to you. Let's see. You know what? You can be here for the next experiment. So, next up we have Ghost Syringe. Turns the user into a ghost, which can walk through surfaces, sorter. Okay, stand still. Oh, and he's a ghost. Well, most of him is. Only... There we go. And... Oh. Goodbye, I guess. Okay, let's try that again, my friend. So, you do that. Do you go underground anymore? Oh, you do? Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame that you go underground, because that means you go straight into the lava. Oh, I can only see the flames. I can't see your body. I'm sorry, but I had to do it to you. It was too... I couldn't pass it up. Oh, what's this? Javazike look warm. Now after that we have the infinite knockout syringe. Like the knockout syringe, but knocks them out until given an antidote. Okay, so go ahead, put another person, stab him in the toes. Oop. And he's out cold. Okay, now let's find that knockout syringe antidote. Yep, here we go. Nullifies the effects of the improved knockout syringe. And he's not fine. Okay. That's a little strange. I don't know why. But, you know what? Oh, he just snapped his own neck. Well, that was a letdown. And now we have Painkiller. I'm pretty sure that's pretty obvious. So, stab him in the legs. Now, if we get a knife and shank him in the guts... Yeah, he doesn't care. He's fine with it. I mean, sure, I imagine I could probably still just, yeah, kill him, but he didn't feel a thing. And after Painkiller Syringe, we have Suffocation Syringe. Stops the lungs from working, slowly taking away oxygen until death. Okay, a bit morbid, but, you know, we've done worse, I suppose. Introducing, like, you know, the Burisu, the internal bleeding god, into a crowd of people. Yeah, so he went down. Yeah, his oxygen is trying to breathe, but it won't let him. His lungs have stopped working. He's freaking out because his shock is going up. He's trying to breathe, but he can't, and now his integrity, or I'm pretty sure that's their health, is decreasing, and soon enough I can guarantee that this man will no longer be alive. Well, I'm just going... I think it might be a little late, but I'm still just going to go ahead and just, you know, take him out for him. There you go. And the final modded syringe we have is the water-breathing syringe. Grows gills and permanently gains the ability to breathe underwater. Okay, I'm assuming there's still going to be a whiny fool about it and not want to swim. But, hey, at least they'll be able to be underwater, so... Okay, nice landing, by the way. I've seen a lot of bad landings, but not a ton of good ones. Here, have this. There you go, so you should now have gills, I suppose. Let me just delete this syringe. Throw you in the water. Dive. Oh my god, that was a less graceful land compared to your other ones. How that must have hurt. But yeah, he doesn't seem to care. Let's see his inspect. His shock is a bit up, but that... Oh. He's dead. Okay, subject number 2, just stay right there. Ignore the body. Just ignore it. It's not a huge deal. You're exaggerating it here. How do you feel now? Oh, that's. Let me just get that away from you. Can you breathe underwater? Yes, his oxygen is fine. We drag him down there. He's just hanging out. He just doesn't like the water. Did we just give a person that's afraid of water the ability to have gills? Okay, that's a waste. Now I'm annoyed. Feel the wrath of a consumer, or whatever this is, the consuming god. He hungers, and he will consume. Nom 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 nom. And they're all gone. Oh, I have to say, this is probably my favorite one. He's trying to run on water. You're not that much of a god, my guy. Yeah, see, he gets pretty close, but he can never quite reach it. Yep, I think it's best if you just... Oh, you were close there. You're getting close? Okay, well, you know what? Just stay in there. It's probably best that we just leave you in the water. Oh, but you thought it was over? No, it's not. I want to test out some of the syringes on the gods. Well, not on the gods, but against their abilities. So, we all know that the Rotten God, he makes people skeletons. Well, you know, yeah, skeletons. So, he doesn't... It's kind of like just a passive effect. Ow, that would hurt. It just removed this guy's skin. Okay, finish him off, please. This is like, you know... I don't know, peeling an orange and then not eating it. Jesus Christ. So, you know what, we can also test him on the new enemies. So, I imagine, yep, he removes this dude like it's nothing. And what about the tier 7, which is, oh. What was that? You melt your legs. Rotten God, your legs. And what about this dude? He doesn't care. He's a bit surprised. Okay, turn him into a thing. Go. Go, turn him into a thing. There we go. The Rotten God is now a creature of the void. Well done, Rotten God. Does the Rotten God retain its abilities, though? Let's see. Yes, it does, despite being a creature of the void. So, that's interesting. Invincibility, so never die. If we give that to you... There you go, you should be invincible now. And now we delete that. And get... Where is it? The Rotten God to stand near you. What happens? Do you just tank the entire thing? Yeah, you sit down because you don't have any muscles to move with. But yeah, he can't do anything because he hasn't got any muscles. But his consciousness is still there. He's literally just a skeleton with thoughts. Oh, and he can try and move, but without muscles, that's pretty hard to do. Bud, I'm sorry to admit it to you. But, of course, we have to do the strength test on these creatures, so we'll just get him out. I'm assuming that since he's like, what, a tier 1? He'll just die to this? No. He's not dying to... Oh, there we go. Took quite a few shots. Yeah, he's only a tier 1. The improved human is better than him. He's on the same tier as a slightly improved human, which, let me remind you, goes down in one shot. This guy took like 5. And now the Sightless, who I believe has regeneration powers. Yes, he does. So, oh, stop doing backflips on his corpse there. We need to step it up a notch. Let's try something a little bigger. Yep, he seems to be just doing fine. That's alright. So, shotgun. Oh, it removed his head. I didn't know shotguns were this effective at removing skulls. But anyway, guys, that might be it for this episode of People Playground. I was hoping to get some kind of outro with this guy going around and, like, you know, infecting a bunch of people, but it looks like he just tore off his own arm, got it stuck inside someone else, and what is even going on here? This guy just did a roly-poly and snapped his own neck. Okay, with this madness, I guess this is an explanation of, like, you know, these videos as a whole, like behind the scenes. I try and get them to do some like cool thing, where I try a syringe out for the first time, and I think, oh, it just kills them. No, it turns out that that person just did a backflip and died. Like, these guys are way too confident. Like, the amount of scenes in, I believe, a few videos ago, where I had them all standing on the cliff here, the amount of scenes where they just walk off and die. They just kill themselves. And I couldn't get the thing, like, I'd be going, like, you know, talking about how I'm gonna kill them or whatever, or the experiments, and they just kill themselves, and I was like, oh, I gotta repeat that all. Yeah, so it takes a bit of time, but anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video, because that is it. If you do want to see anything else, or do want to recommend any other mods to me, please do feel free to comment it down below. I would greatly appreciate it, and it helps out the channel a lot. So yeah, this has been Blasting Doom here. I do hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you next time.